Nice. playing with tiberiumhorst. Nice. My God, what's that feedback I'm getting on Discord? Somebody's on the voice chat by the sound of it.
Building. Construction complete. Construction options. Building. Construction complete. Construction options. Building. Construction complete.
The Brotherhood has entrusted me. Yes. The Brotherhood has entrusted me.
Construction complete.
The Brotherhood has entrusted me. Yes.
Construction
The
complete.
Brotherhood has entrusted me. I can see what you mean. The Brotherhood has entrusted me. The Brotherhood has entrusted me.
Construction complete. Deploy here.
The Brotherhood has entrusted me. For us. The Brotherhood has entrusted me.
Construction complete.
Wow, there's a lot of noise coming from your microphone, mate.
Yeah, now I'm back. Sorry, sorry, had to do the dishes, and my family kind of got pulled into an argument about vaccination, why it's a good thing, why it's a bad thing, and it somehow got long-winded enough to end up in religion for some reason.
Got the rockets.
Don't ask me why or how.
Yeah, no worries.
We've got the rockets.
Construction complete.
You can
So how's it going?
Construction
Going
complete.
good, mate. I just started a game on my new
Building
map with a
captured.
friend of mine.
Construction.
Nice.
Playing the
On that?
Arctic
On that?
Arctic
the
Mountains that I've uploaded on the server.
We've got the rockets.
Okay.
It's on hashtag upload.
Training.
Okay, I'll take a look at it later.
Sorry if I just get a little distracted. It's
They'll have to wreck it.
TV2
Brutal steamrollers.
brutal randoms, mate. Random personalities.
Wreck it.
That's good. That does mean that one could be a steamroller, so...
Building captured.
The most I can handle is a medium balanced.
Construction options.
I'm playing with a friend of mine called tiberiumhorst at the moment.
They'll have to wreck it.
Yeah?
Here we go.
terror sweeps the land.
If it moves, kill it. Find a good spot.
Yeah, no, it's alright.
If it moves, kill it.
No, it's alright.
That's cool. Your microphone sounds very unusual. Is it like an old...
No, it's literally the two built into my laptop.
That's why I can hear a lot. When I upload the video to YouTube, you'll hear it sometime. It's with it feedback. It's alright.
Yeah, no, that was me just clamoring behind my desk so I could put the voice chatting after both doing the dishes in a long discussion. So you're filming right now? Or at least gathering footage?
Sorry, can you say that again?
Are you filming, or at least gathering footage in that case?
May I assist
Yeah, I'm
you?
recording, mate.
I can see what
I see.
So, yeah, everything is when I'm on my
Building captured.
network.
I see.
That's what I love doing. Not on my YouTube.
Okay.
Building captured.
You know, my version of tiberiumhorst is like the original disc. It's been through a lot. My dad bought it back in 2008 when the game came out. So yeah, it's an old disc. It's seen a lot of use. So there's a number of glitches that only I experience. Like, for example, moonwalking not MCVs. Yeah, or let's see what's another one. Oh yeah, for tiberium essence. You know what the floater is supposed to look like in that mod, right?
Sorry, can you ask me that again? I have my game sounds very loud, so I can't hear sometimes very well.
Ah, that's alright. Anywho, you know what the floater is supposed to look like in tiberium essence, right?
Yeah, I do, yeah. So, yeah. Don't play 2.0.
Yeah, no, but the problem with me, for me, is that, well, the model is kind of broken. It's like a flying spaghetti monster instead of a floater. It's like the tentacles go everywhere, and the thing is just, the dome itself is out of proportion large. That it literally just covers half of the screen if I look at it directly. So fun to use, though.
Silos.
Yeah. Nah, I'm patient enough.
Looks like we're fighting. My teammate is Scrin.
Nice.
Looks like we've got Steel Talon and Reaper 17 as the enemy.
Both of the quote-unquote odd sections, as I like to call them. One of them uses an antiquated arsenal, the other has automatic fund generation on their tiberium fields. But yeah, in KANESWRATH and in the base game, you know what it's supposed to look like when a Predator tank rolls out? Well, in my games they can sometimes roll out sideways. Like, the tracks go straight, but the vehicle itself just moves sideways.
You have a slow.
It's an old laptop, but it runs good enough.
That could be it then, like, you know, laptops are not really the best for gaming, even if they're good ones.
Yeah, that might be true, but it literally has only been showing such small glitches every now and again. Except for the photo one, that's a major one, but it doesn't really hamper gameplay that much, as long as I don't create floaters or the enemy doesn't get floaters. Jesus, what faction are you playing as?
I was random and I got marked of Cain.
Nice. You know what I always do with Mark of Cain? I prefer to turtle and everything, but what I do is I take one reckoner, put in it this specific loadout: Tiberium troopers, enlightened, and rocket infantry.
Oh, that's nice. That's exactly what I've done. I've got 5 rockets now. Some troopers in, rocket men.
Ooh, what I usually do instead of militant squads. Wait, militant squads? Don't you mean awaken?
Sorry, yeah, awaken, yeah.
Yeah, no, it's fine. But yeah, what I usually do is I do the Tiberium troopers in there for anti-infantry purposes. Because as soon as the infantry gets within range of those guys, they melt away.
Yeah, they are good.
Yeah. And awaken, I actually almost never use unit abilities unless I specifically know what they do and when to use them. Yeah. But I've actually done a KANESWRATH match, and I managed to get a couple of nice shots of the EMP. I was just creating cyber infantry as much as I could. Me, 2 other noobs versus 2 pros, basically.
So do you like PvP, yeah?
I do not like player versus player. I prefer player with player versus boss. But yeah, if needed, I can try in player versus player. That's alright. Make sure you don't die or anything.
Try my best to concentrate. Yeah, it's full on this wall, mate. You'll see it, mate.
Yeah, I'll try to get a look at it. But yeah, tiberium essence or KANESWRATH tomorrow. Yeah, no, I was asking for tomorrow, for when we play together.
What is it you play against, alright?
I actually prefer tiberium essence because walls everywhere.
Do you play version 1.6 or 2.0?
Both.
Oh, that's good because I only play 1.6. Don't like Forgotten.
Yeah, I mean, the Forgotten are fun and all, it's just that they have their share of problems. Like, their engineers not being able to capture enemy structures, only being able to capture some neutral structures. But their defenses are pretty nice, like all of them are pillboxes except for their guard tower and their advanced defense.
Confirmed.
It's always a lot of fun when you just make a row of pillboxes and you put black infantry in them and watch just any army that tries to get through just melts.
Yeah, just go in and see what bear with me, please.
Right.
Gotta concentrate, there's stuff everywhere.
Confirmed. Heading to new sector. Going there now. Got it.
Micromanaging my stealth bombers.
Going there now. Getting in position.
Nice.
New sector. Adjusting course. Going there
Allied
now.
lift generator activated. Beacon detected.
Heading to new
Wants me to
sector.
double nuke the super weapon.
Unit. Select target.
You know, one of my favorite tactics to use when playing as not just let's see what was it. Just make a giant float defense, lure the enemy into it, and then just send as many units as I can into the enemy. Just as many strong units as I can. Fully upgraded avatars, let's see, stealth tanks. Yeah, the only problem is if my defense will hold out, since I tend to use reckoners, and you can't really repair those unless you have a GDI support base nearby. Oh, you know, you have the Steel Talon ally and they have a couple MRTs ready.
Getting in position.
Oh my god.
Oh, you know.
Believe how many's coming in here.
Damn. It's almost as if you're fighting the Zerg in StarCraft.
I'm finding a lot of stuff here, mate. Coming in all directions. I'm not joking either.
Are they coming from out of the Tiberium field in your base? Yeah, I know that's where they are supposed to come from, but like, did they somehow manage to outsmart the map boundaries and just move in through your base?
Unit promoted.
Not yet, no.
You know, that's kind of a bit of a problem I experience with sometimes with Command Conquer generals. I go super heavy as the Americans on Comanches, and then some of them literally just end up outside of where I can select them. like the First or the Second World War? It just skips number 3.
Construction complete.
Yeah, please don't think I'm being ignorant or anything.
No. I know how intense some matches can be, even though I generally prefer to have a handicap on the AI I'm fighting and tend to stick to easier AI.
Well, as you know, steel talents are evil to begin with, and we've got steel talents.
Yeah, behemoths everywhere. They probably put some anti-air infantry in there. You know what would be a very deadly combo? If you were to put zone raiders in your behemoths. No aircraft's gonna touch them, and no aircraft's gonna touch them, and no enemy units are gonna be able to sneak up on them. I kind of already have a map in mind which we can play on for tomorrow. Yeah, I believe it's called TE Warlords. Basically, you have 2 fortresses, one up north, one up south. Only one way in and out, unless you're using aircraft or tunnels. And there's like 3 bunkers on either side of the entrance. Spaced out, of course. And there's 2 green tip fields and 1 blue tip field in each base, along with 2 spikes which are inaccessible for engineers for some reason.
Our base is under attack.
Like, they're unable to be captured, those spikes. Yeah.
I hear you.
Oh, no, wait, it wasn't called TE Warlords. Warlords had a bridge in the middle which connected everything.
Training.
No, this was TE Walls Flying. Yes. In the middle there's 4 tip silos and 4 blue tip fields.
Sweet.
Yes. But yeah, I'll handle the defense, you handle the offense, right?
I can do pretty much more things, but that just depends on what I get down with and what I actually have to, I've actually got a fight against, you know?
Yeah, that's true. If they started dropping in buggies using venoms. Yeah, no, it was a joke. Like, you said they were going really crazy, so I was thinking, wait, how did they strap a buggy to a venom? No, it'd be kind of funny if Venom were to hold a single squad of infantry. You know, like a kind of support transport function. Not like the Hammerhead, but more like an Osprey or a carry-all.
It's very difficult to hear you. Your microphone is not the best of quality and my game sounds loud, so I do apologise if I can't understand sometimes.
Nah, it's alright. I'll repeat it if needed.
Yeah, thank you.
craft ready for lift. Ready for lift.
Going for another.
Ready for lift off. Ready for lift off.
Do you have any issue with lag, please?
Insufficient funds.
Venom craft ready for lift.
Depends on how big of an enemy army the enemy sends.
Adjusting course.
And you know, graphics settings and everything.
Venom craft ready for lift off. Venom craft ready for
Going
lift
there
off.
now.
And also connection related, you know.
Got it.
Where are you from, by the way? I'm from the Netherlands, so I'm European.
I'm from the UK, mate. I'm also from Europe as well.
Confirmed.
Oh, then it should be rather easy to connect.
Getting in position.
Yep.
Going there now. Confirmed.
Nuclear missile ready.
Sorry, just bear with me, mate. Bear with me.
What happened? Did they manage to sneak a bunch of behemoths into your base?
Ready for lift off.
No, mate. They've. I've
Unit
just been
under
on a
attack.
super weapon run,
Select
that's all.
target. Our base.
I see.
Crazy busy, that's all.
Yeah, okay.
I don't have to redeem all my stealth bombers and everything.
You know, it's probably a good idea to start oh wait, Redeemer. Oh no, I thought I heard you say Redeemers, like multiple.
Oh no, that's my mate. My teammate has got a hex point.
Ah, nice.
Not too sure what he's doing at the moment. He doesn't seem to be doing very much.
Now you could try to actually clone his hexapod.
Some people don't like that, mate, because if I when you cloak a hexapod or a barb when they're on guard stand, sometimes units inside them got fire.
I see. Yeah, I usually do stealth as many units as I can. Makes it easy to walk past 90% of all units in the game.
It is good, don't get me wrong,
Base is
but
under attack.
Yeah, I know. Garrison infantry can sometimes act a little weird.
I am the type of player that doesn't do things unless they ask me, because I don't like this plot. I mean, if my teammate says to me now, build some stealth bombers, I've got to do that. Even I don't use stealth,
You know, it's always a bit funny. It's always been a bit funny to me how Nod is able to basically hide the skyscraper-sized walker and have it not leave behind gigantic footprints, and yet it is still able to walk over vehicles. Like, surely the driver of that APC is going to notice that something big is approaching just from the sound alone.
Beacon placed.
Yeah.
And I mean, it kind of doesn't make that much sense that it's only visible after it walked over everything. Yeah, so you have the way I usually utilize my Redeemer is just walk over the enemy army, go to their base, destroy a bit of their defenses, retreat, repeat, and then maybe use the Roth generator whenever I feel like it. That's fine. Yeah.
At the moment, my teammate Hexapod is in my perspective on bar because it's had to recently inspected.
Oh. probably going after the same target your specters are after.
Didn't quite catch that.
Probably after the same target your specters are after.
No, the
Oh, so you're using them for area denial. I like doing that from time to time too. Always funny when you have the enemy walk into a literal unending barrage of shells. A lot funnier with the tiberiumhorst's destruction effects and everything, you know, seeing bodies flying and everything.
Gotta go for another super weapon kill because my teammate I've killed all the super weapons at the moment, apart from when we used a double nuke together. I don't mind because it's so good, you know. He just seems to be mass spamming at the moment. He's spamming loads of infantry.
Ooh.
He's building shitloads of shock troopers and loads of disintegrators.
I think he's gonna try to swarm past the defenses.
He's gonna need a lot of luck. He's not played the map before.
You know, I always like to move in and capture the enemy construction yard.
Yeah.
Allows me to use their own tech against them, and allows me to synergize, like, you know, putting zone raiders in reckoners.
Yeah, a lot of people like to do that, but
Getting in
every
position.
game's different, isn't it? It's not as easy as it sounds to people.
That is true.
Under attack.
You gotta be very good with your micromanagement and your control
Getting in
of the
position.
units as well.
Yeah, I've recently started to use to try to use more hotkeys.
Heading to new
Nice,
sector.
man.
Going there now. Attack run.
Yeah, I'm not really that great with hotkeys and everything. I'm more of a old school gamer, I'd say.
Adjusting course.
I actually have an original copy of Tiberium Dawn, you know, launch version.
Oh, nice.
Select
I like it.
target.
Yes, along with the original Red Alert and its two of its expansions, I believe. I used to own Renegade. I do still own Tiberium Sun and Firestorm.
Yeah.
And I have Tiberium 3 and KANESWRATH. We used to also have Red Alert 3. Oh yeah, I also have Red Alert 2 and Yuri's Revenge.
Nice, man.
Yes. C&C games used to be very good.
They still are, mate. You've got the right people to play with. Unfortunately, I don't have a lot of decent people to play with. I play with people in the community.
True. But I mean, they used to be good until EA pulled something like, you know, C&C4 and C&C rifles. Yeah, we don't talk about C&C4 or rifles.
No, we don't, mate. I mean, who wants to play on a game when I've got the system and network that I've got going on?
Yes, and I mean, why turn a full-on computer, you know, base building game where you have to actually do everything into a game where you just wait on the harvester to do something. I make a barracks. I make an infantry squad. I make another infantry squad. Oh no, the enemy has the nuke pointed at my base.
Select target.
You know, where's the choke points? Where's the giant Tiberium fields? Where's the neutral structures? Where's the actual thinking strategy?
It's been a good game, this. It's not ended yet. This is the first time I've played my new map online, so
Ready for liftoff.
again, trying to hear you and talk to you on a decent level. concentrate. It's quite difficult. It's been really challenging actually.
Well, sorry if I've been a bit of trouble on your, concentration and everything.
You're no trouble at all, mate. I love talking to people. Don't feel bad at all. I just hope that you understand that
Warning,
sometimes if
I am
I'm
control.
a bit distracted, that's all,
Yeah, it can be. I know how distracting things can be from time to time.
So, like my teammate's doing a bit of a push.
Well, are you gonna support him, or are you gonna build up an army to push after him?
I've got my Redeemer going forward and 50 Venoms.
Nice. Nice. Yeah, I'll see a lot more on the video. I faced higher numbers than that from a brutal steamroller, and that was with 3 pro players on my side. Yeah, they basically made me a noob who didn't know that you had to put multiple who hadn't even mastered the trick of putting multiple refineries on a field. To help defend against 4 brutal steamroller screen AI. Nice.
Under attack.
Redeemer's halfway up the mountain now. Not where my teammate's gone. He's not moving his exopod. He's lost a lot of infantry though.
He probably hadn't realized that his hexapod had reached destination and is awaiting further orders.
That's very true.
Yeah, about the Red Alert 3 disc I used to have. Well, it was one of those you can only install this disc 3 or 4 times and then we say fuck you.
Wow. Holy shit!
What happened? Did they suddenly open the floodgates and flood you with hexapods and everything?
Hexapod, about another 10 or 12 Reaper tripods, and enemy hammerheads, and
Flamethrower? Oh, Firehawk. Yeah, Orcas. I'd say just be glad that they aren't Zokom Orcas. Those are quite different beasts from the regular Orca.
Coming again. Oh, Venoms are ranking up like
Yeah.
Unit promoted.
You know, if you get a big enough group of Venoms, you can pretty much melt anything.
Oh, I like that,
Yeah, I've experienced it in Tiberium on a map. Yeah, I had made 2 basically you're up against 2 scrim bases which have infinite resources. Good luck. Now make sure that this convoy that you start with, which tries to go through said enemy bases, does not immediately die. Yes, after that you get a Monto, or actually you have to hold out until that thing constructs. But yeah. I managed to keep the enemy at bay by making 2 groups of 10 Venoms, fully upgrading them, and then just having them sit there. They would melt through the Reaper. They would melt through the tripods, which had a shield, by the way.
Ready for liftoff.
They all ended up being max veterancy. Yeah.
Go ahead. Closing in.
Oh damn.
It's alright. They got some power, them Reaper tripods.
Yeah. Especially after upgrades. You know, the Reaper tripod also can absorb tiberium, so if they've done that too, then they might have some power behind them even more.
Promoted.
Ready for liftoff.
Ready to jump.
You know what I always liked to do when I was playing as GDI, or one of the 3 GDI factions in KANESWRATH? I used to like to put down a huge line of bunkers, fill them with regular rifle infantry and rocket infantry, and just put a line of those of the truck bases behind them. You don't want to know how many times you'd have to restock the infantry because a single black hand guy got a shot off at 3 of the bunkers because they're so close to each other. Which also means that once the infantry inside starts getting veterancy, well, you better hope that the Black Hand or any other infantry like grenade squads get too close to be able to hit them.
Just EMP'd for my teammate.
Nice.
See anything? Yep. Right. Metacraft ready for what is it?
Placed.
Let's see, what I also loved to do was just to make a giant fleet of hammerheads and just stuff them with whatever infantry I would love. I would just like to put in there. I remember one time I had like 20 hammerheads full of zone troopers. I had always put the infantry inside on aggressive mode. So they moved from one side of the map to the other in like this giant clustered together group. Anything that came across them mysteriously died.
Wow.
Yes. Because you had like 20 squads of zone troopers, and you know how railguns work in the normal game. Always hit one infantry.
Right.
So you'd have let's see, 20 times 4, 80 railguns firing at the same squad and at the same stuff in like a short delay. It was basically like putting a giant laser beam from orbit. What went wrong?
I just lost a couple of Venoms, that's all.
I see. Hopefully not your most veteran ones.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, I never understood why why Venoms had this one upgrade that basically was supposed to make them appear like there were more of them.
Select unit.
I never understood how that was supposed to work.
No, neither did I, mate.
Select target.
Probably was supposed to be in player versus player, so that your opponent would think, oh shit, that's a massive swarm.
Yeah, that was. Sorry, I'm losing my way of thinking here right now. I've just done a nice nuke. That's all.
Oh, I see.
Enemy base sighted.
See anything? Heading there now.
Considering we went against two brutal randoms, one was Reaper and one was Steel Talons. I've only lost about 5 or 6 units in the whole game.
Wow, that's impressive.
It's not too bad actually. I was just being a bit careless in the last couple of minutes with my Venoms.
Looking clear.
Or else it
Yep.
probably would have been about 3 or 4. It's the last couple of minutes.
Yeah, and if you're lucky, they didn't somehow sneak an MCV or you know expansion vehicle past your units and set up a base where you don't have vision because fog of war.
Oh, we've got vision.
Nice.
Oh wow. Rift generator and Tiberium vein detonation finish. My teammate did the rift, I did the tib vein, and we absolutely
Nice.
wiped them out. Oh wow. Let's have a look, see how many I lost. Don't forget 2 units. Oh actually, I lost a lot more than I thought. 2 units went in my bloody Redeemer, but I lost 29, that's all.
Okay.
Could be better. Not bad.